Yeehaw, cowfolk. Welcome to another day on the ranch, where today we're going to be wrestling up some thing called a class. So today we're continuing talking about styling specific elements. All about, oh, I should have changed that lesson name. Oh, geez. Oh, I'm so sorry. We are so beyond elements. We are in RGB colors and classes, my friends. Apologies on doing it live, but that's the honesty you get from subscribing to this YouTube channel. How can we use classes to style only specific elements on a web page? And you'll see what I mean by that. There's something called a class that we'll see. It's a little bit of code that once you add it to a specific thing, like one specific paragraph or one specific heading, you can control just what that one paragraph looks like. It's pretty neat. There'll be a Google question, and then there'll be these series of lesson problems, 8, 9, and 10. That'll be a content task in Code Studio, and you'll see that up in Pupil Path. I will have office hours today. I didn't have them yesterday on Monday because, frankly, I didn't think too many people would have questions from yesterday. But I will have them today and tomorrow because this is a little trickier. So I'm envisioning that this, we'll try it today. I'll look over what we do, and there may be some things to tweak for the next day. Yeah, so let's jump right in. So if we look in lesson 13, number 8, if I look at this web page they have so far, it's very nice. It's very pretty. They have all this stuff. They have fall, they got summer, they got spring, they got winter. Beautiful. If I look at winter, they did this amazing thing. If I look at this code, all of these things in here, all these H5s, they're all colored a specific color, a nice wintry color. But other H5s aren't. This H5 isn't. This one isn't. And so the curious among us, of which we all are, us curious folk might look and see what's different about this. Well, if I look at this code, and then if I look at this one, and this one, and this one, skip this one, and this one, all of them have this extra thing in here inside the angle braces, just like you would for IMG, just like you would for an anchor A, just like you would up here. All of these things have this new green text called class, and then something they call whatever they want. In this case, they call it winter. Okay, that's interesting, but what's actually telling it to change color? If I look at the style.css page, and I go through, okay, we got body, we got image, H1 to H5. Ooh, here's this new thing, winter. And it has a dot in front of it. It has a dot in front of it. If I take out the dot, it stops working. If I put the dot back, it works. Interesting. And for that winter, the word winter doesn't look like a word to me anymore. Do you ever get that thing where you stare at a word and then it doesn't? Anyway, it's told a specific color, like we did yesterday. The red, green, blue values were told to be this, this, and this, which combined together, if you highlight it, it'll preview what that color looks like, and that's that winter color. Interesting. So everything that has this winter class is affected by this dot winter. We call this dot notation. Dot winter. Interesting. So if I go back here to my HTML and I find that snowy, the one that was missing it, the one that looks like the odd duck class, no class with this one. Let's give it some class. If I add in class equals, you do have to type this. It doesn't automatically make it. Winter. Whoa! All of a sudden I got winter. Your task, because you'll see number 10 has that check mark next to it. These tend to be the content tasks I look at. Your task, we're done for 8 requirements. But by the end of it, we need all of these. Winter should have its own color. Done. Spring should have its own color. Okay. Summer should have its own color. And fall, or autumn, should have its own color. Not so bad. Okay. So you might be thinking some things. One, what colors am I supposed to use? You can use any colors you want, but if you aren't inspired, here are the colors you can use. And I will post this to Classroom, so you'll see this posted. You can use these color codes. That'll get a nice blue, a nice green, a nice yellow, and a nice orange. Then you might be wondering, okay, so what exactly do I have to do? This is exactly what should be done. By the end of number 10, you should have all the winter text should have the winter class and color. Done. You already did it. Winter class and winter color. Easy. All the spring text should have the spring class and color. Okay, I don't have the spring color yet, but if I look at my handy color chart that I'll post to Classroom, I'll just take that color, I'll throw it down here, color, this specific one, and it didn't change anything. That's because you need to go in and also go in here. Let's make up a new class. Class equals spring. Don't overthink it. Capitals matter. Actually, let's test this. Yep, capitals matter. So if you made yours lowercase, it's lowercase here, this one has to be lowercase too. And then see, turn that nice green. Class equals spring. Ta-da! So you'll go through and make all these words spring-like. Now you might check here, there's no summer or fall yet. Well, you just have to make them. To make one, you just do dot summer. Ta-da! And you'll do the same thing with fall. I think I called it autumn here for some reason. But you can also just fall. It doesn't have to be autumn. It's the same thing. That's that. So you'll do one more. And then here, you'll add the summer color. And back here, you'll add in the summer class. And you'll try it out. In the end, it should all look like winter, except different colors. So you'll have the winter version, the spring version, the summer version, and the fall version. The Google question. Looking at this, what is the difference in the code? So looking at this, you may have already noticed it. I've said it. There's a difference in the way that it works for the elements, like these, body, image, heading, smaller heading, or very small heading, compared to classes, like .winter, .spring. What's the difference in that code? How do I distinguish between an element and a class? Look for any differences you see in that code. One of them really strikes out. That's it. I'll have office hours. Expect tomorrow might be either a catch-up day or we look at more examples of this kind of stuff, but we're getting close to the end, I do believe. What else do we actually have before we do another version of the project? Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's it. So actually tomorrow is going to be a catch-up day then, especially with that in mind. A few people got perfect scores on the project, but not everyone. And most people didn't. Most people had some things to improve on. So I think the task tomorrow and what office hours today and tomorrow can be used for. The task tomorrow, I will have another short video on it tomorrow, but that'll be focused more on fixing any mistakes we've made to prepare for the final CSS project before we move on to games. Cool. Oh, I just realized I was looking at the screen. You can't see the screen. Anyway, bye.